It's kind of funny that we got this announcement right after the ending of Peacemaker Season two's finale. I wonder if that was done on purpose. But anyway, all hail New York Comic Con. Thank you for providing us with some awesome new content announcements. Guys, it's finally happening. Batman is coming to James Gunn's DCU, but he's animated? Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Punkik Yoshi or Alberto. Welcome back to the video. Today we are discussing some hot, fresh out the plate announcement that unites us comic nerds and the movie nerds. If you're new to our channel, hi, how's it going? My name is Punkik Yoshi and I like animation just as much as Bane loves breaking Batman's back. Ow. Too soon? Probably. Wait, actually, no. This comic line came out in the mid-90s, and if you're anything like me and don't read in modern day because you have ADHD, I got you with the fundamentals. Today, Warner Bros. Animation and the DCU revealed Batman Knightfall, and the only key image we got was this awesome logo that we have right here. It's supposed to be a multi-part movie that is split into multiple parts. I'm assuming part 1 and part 2, but if they really want to stretch it out, I'm sure they can do a part 3 as well. According to comic readers, Knightfall has a prelude, the main line, Night Quest, Night's End, Prodigal, and Troika. And although I personally haven't read the comic line, I did some research, but I promise I'll keep it spoiler free. I only know the surface level stuff. Apparently the panel also showed some art, some creative processes, and the inspiration for Knightfall, which none of that is on the internet, so I don't have access to it. They must have just thrown everyone's phones on the trash for that one. But what we do have is the official synopsis that reads as follows. Part 1 consists of when the mysterious behemoth, known only as Bane, frees Batman's entire rogues gallery from Arkham Asylum. The caped Crusader is pushed to his mental and physical breaking point. Breaking point being the key word here, because if we're directly following the comic line, I got some juicy news for you guys. In the comic line, the most important thing that happens front and center is essentially Bane breaks Batman's back by folding him like a lawn chair on his knee. And although there is a chance that the creative team at DC don't go this route and have Batman do all of his replacement story beats, it just doesn't seem very likely. The main reason it is called Knightfall is because it isn't Batman that takes front and center in this mission. He actually uses his time to recover and has Azrael, a temporary, step in for Batman to take over. Again, it is not clear if we'll see Azrael in this movie, because most people want to see Batman in a Batman movie. But I do think it's pretty cool to see someone else wear the mantle. No? That might just be me, but I do think it's fresh and original. Some people online have pointed out that some aspects of Knightfall was used primarily in The Dark Knight Rises with Bane and Batman's storyline, but it's more mundane than the extensive storyline that Knightfall falls under. If anything, Nolan used more homages than anything. But this storyline does dive deep into Batman's life and ambitions. It would be a great way for us to see Batman's circumstance, his relationship with the Bat-Fam, and where he's at mentally and physically. Batman Knightfall is going to be directed by Jeff Wamster, who worked on Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, so there's some DC animated universe influence in here as well, as there should be. I know I did mention earlier that this is connected to James Gunn's DCU, but that isn't 100% confirmed. In the announcement, they just used the DC Studios logo, so there is a chance that it could be a part of James Gunn's DCU. It would be kind of odd for Batman's first appearance in his canonical world to be animated, so I understand if there's pushback. I think it is entirely possible that this is separate from James Gunn's DCU, since there is no word of him being a part of the team that worked on this movie. I do know that James Gunn is currently working on a Batman movie, and it'll follow a similar concept, although probably not with Bane. I know in some interviews when they ask Gunn about where the other Justice League members are during the events of some big catastrophic events that happen in other movies, he simply responds with them being busy. And he has mentioned that Batman particularly is busy because a good portion of the criminals from Arkham escaped. Which does sound pretty familiar now, doesn't it? I don't think they would allow this team to work on a concept so close to the movie unless they are genuinely connected, or so far apart that it wouldn't cause any confusion. But the point still stands. Batman Knightfall is coming, and potentially Azrael. I don't know too much about Azrael, other than that he seems like a more brooding, intense version of Batman that doesn't hold back. Imagine you cut off one head and the other one comes back with anger and hatred. That's the vibe that Azrael is giving me. Plus he dons this knighthood persona. Very medieval of him. He just seems like a lone wolf that is out for blood, and every criminal in Gotham is on his radar. As for how the story for the actual movie goes, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I just really hope we get some kick-ass Batman moments with Red Hood, Nightwing, and Tim Drake Robin. But yeah, that's about all the information I have for today. Since there was no direct trailer or a good amount of information, we just kinda have to go with what we know. But let me know what you guys think of this storyline. Is it something that you'd be interested in seeing? Also, is this a part of James Gunn's DCU? You guys let me know. Guys, we are really close to hitting YouTube partner, so if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We talk all about animation news here. I'm really pumped for this one. I love me some good Batman content. As always, my name's been Alberto, or Punk Kick Yoshi. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.